Hello guys, today is a tune-up report for Lars up there in New York. His unit in 76XL Philly model. This is just the initial hookup and just make sure everything's good to go on it. Let's see, we'll switch out slugs here, go to the 50. Let's see here. Got a 6-watt dead key. Let me see if I can get some of these wires out the way. Yeah, a little over 8. Hello. And let's look at it on the scope. Yeah, so it could use a little help. Just a little help. We'll be back with an update. Alright guys, we're back with Lars 76 here, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple different things. He wanted me to explain a few things to him, and so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to explain a little bit the RMS bird watts. That's really your most important watt over the peak. I know everybody wants to see peak because everybody likes to see a large number up there, but in reality peak is not really the number that you're looking for. Really, the RMS is what drives your signal across the airwaves. Peak is the audio to go with it. Yeah, you could get in a big, large argument, peak over RMS and this and that, but from all the testing that we've done in key downs and stuff like that, RMS seems to be the more important number. Peak will come naturally with most radios, if tuned properly. So, and usually that's why we get a large peak number is, you know, with the larger RMS and the audio mods I do, the peak naturally comes up with the radio. RMS peak though, what that usually is that's a mixture of both the RMS and the peak. So usually that number will be right in between the RMS and the bird peak or a peak style meter. But where the radio really performs is when you start adding amplifiers in line. That's where the RMS really shows. And but let's get on with the show. We're going to start with the scope. As you see, there's the reference. We're going to turn the signal generator on. As you see, about 225 to 250% positive modulation. Get over here to the watt meter. And I've got the 100-watt slug in there right now, so about a 3-watt dead key. Oh, yeah. A little over 14 RMS. Here's the peak end. Oh, yeah. So right at 70. And this is RMS peak. So this is a mixture of both. And usually this meter's a little, about 20 watts lower than my bird peak. And here we go. Oh, yeah. So a little over 50, maybe 51. And there you go. Hope you enjoy the radio, Lars. Stickman at the No Name Amp CB shop. If you've got something like this you need done, give us a shout. We'll help you out. We're gone. Alright guys, we're back. We're going to do I've done these videos before, a little comparison test. And what we're going to do is, this is one of my test radios we use in the shop. For testing amplifiers. It's basically a bone stock radio with just variable power in it. And then we've got the black one that's been in most of my videos, but what I did with this one is I went in here and I changed out the final to a 69, just a slight little tune on it. And then of course we have Lars's 76 Comp tune. And what we're going to do here is we're going to run it through this 5-pill, okay, and I'll show you the voltage so nobody knows we're flim-flamming. So it's on 14.5, somewhere in there, okay. And basically what we're going to do is, first thing I'm going to do is show you the radio. And let's get a dead key going here. Whoops, a little touchy. So about 2 watts. Hello. Hello. So as y'all see, my test radio is just a hair over 4 audio. Not even registering on the peak meter, and that's because we have a 2500 watt slug in there. I didn't want to have to go through and change all the settings. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove this 50, which is what we were using to show the radio. We're going to install the 1000. We're going to kick the 5-pill on. 2-watt dead key, almost 100. Oh yeah. So as you see, about 400. Hello. And about 1,000 on the peak. We are going to be back with the next radio. Guys, radio number 2 back in line. We're back on the 50 watt slug. About the 2 watt dead key, I already set it for. Yeah. It's about 7.5. And I did go in here and change the final. I didn't do much to it. Still on the 5 pill again. As you see, voltage still the same. Oh, gotta change out the slug. So let's remove the 50. Go back to the 1,000. Right around our 100. Oh, yeah. So about 460. Oh, yeah. And as you see, the peak is about the same. So we went from 4.5 to 7.5. So we gained 3 more RMS drive, which in turn gave us about anywhere from 60 to 80 more on the bird. Our peak did stay about the same. And that's the thing with radios, and that's why I tell guys, don't get too crazy over the peak that you see out of a radio. It's that RMS drive, and that's what makes that amplifier really work. We'll be back with the Comp Tune 76. Guys, back with Lars's radio in line, and he wanted to know the difference between bird, peak, and everything else. And in reality, the only real way to find out the results is over the air. You know, RMS bird is going to move somebody's S meter. Peak, on the other hand, is going to be your loudness. Yes, they both have to go hand in hand, but the RMS, if you've got a good audio, will always trump the peak when it comes to numbers on a meter. The more important thing is really moving somebody's S meter and getting your signal out there across the air. So let's get on with this one. We're back on the 50 watt slug, 2500 peak, 2 watt dead key. Oh yeah, on. So 13. Oh yeah, and this one's actually registering on the 2500 watt slug. So let's move on. Flip the 5 pill on. Stiletto 1455. Whoop, gotta switch to slugs. And you're not going to see a big major overhaul difference here. 1,000 watt, just so everybody knows. I mean, we're just going to see a sub difference. Not nothing extravagant. I mean, dead key did come up some though. So let's knock that back just a hair. Am I squealing? No. Okay, went too far. So for every radio is just a hair difference. Let's get her going right. Might be my grounding over here. So many different supplies. Alright. We'll just live with it like that. That's about right around 100. Okay. 1,000 watt slug still. Oh yeah. So 550, 560. Oh yeah. And there you go. And that's a comp tune versus a 1969 radio versus a stock radio. And that's what the comp tune and the RMS can do for you. I mean, we came up almost another 100 bird. And just remember this. This is just a driver. Okay? So, just being just a driver box, just think about that extra 100 into your next box in line. So say if this was a 2 pill, and you went up 20, 30 bird, and you put that into your 6, your 8, your 12, all that just brings that amp come up even more. And that's the way it works. So, you know, we usually like to start at the radio and work our way through the amp section. So, hope that was informative for you, Lars. If you have any other questions, feel free to give me a call. If this is something you guys are looking for, give us a shout, man. We'll help you out. Not a problem. Old Stickman at the No Name Amp CB shop, and we're gone. This came back real fast because that dead key thing was bothering me a little bit on the radio. Ended up finding out it was my coax wasn't tightened all the way on the back of the radio. Just wanted to give a good quick rundown. Show you what we got going on here. I got the mic in my hand with the camera, so here we go. Nice and smooth now. So, like I said, it was a ground issue and it had to be with the coax. Oh yeah, hello, hello, hello. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, hello, 1, 2. So there you go. And all on noise canceling mic. That's usually all I ever test the amps with. I like it because of the cord. Alright guys, hope you all enjoy. We'll see ya. Stickman at the No Name Amp CB shop, and we're gone.